Part 2 Tips to invest in gold. Time to know the gold price and how to save the gold. In gold investment, the price is determined every day. We usually make price reference once per day, but there is a pricing policy in the middle of the session, that's at 12 o'clock. So even if there is a change, we will hold it at 12 o'clock. So the morning session continues, the queue of buyers is served with a long price, we'll change at 12 o'clock. Even then, if there is a significant increase, we usually do it if the increase in one session is more than 25 United States dollars per troy ounce. So the price is jumping, we will correct it, because we also buy materials. This gold investment is actually very suitable for medium and long-term investment. We do not recommend it for the short term. Because gold is more suitable to be called a real hedging tool than an investment, because the day-to-day, weekly-to-weekly increase is not too big. But we can be sure that in the long term, it will definitely increase. So we recommend for the medium and long term. The medium term is at least 6 months. In that time period, it is possible that the buy and sell spreads have been exceeded and a small gain is added. What about buying gold in installments or savings? What's the difference between installments, physical purchases, and gold savings? It's actually more of an alternative solution for gold customers. If you buy physical, usually people who have time and are mobile and are really happy to see the goods in person. The satisfaction is there. In installments, the solution is for people who don't have enough money to buy gold. Some entrepreneurs provide a solution in installments. But wherever you pay, the installments are more expensive than buying cash. That's the basic philosophy. There is another gold tube. This is a solution for people who want to save gold but don't want to be physically involved. And people just want to invest, don't want to keep their things and don't want to come to shops and boutiques for transactions. The solution is saving, because you can buy through the application, because the goods are stored in the store. The advantage is in the form of savings, because there is no physical form. If I look at all applicators who have a gold storage service business, the price is usually cheaper than buying physical. That's because there is no printing fee, so the capital cost is calculated first. The printing costs arise when the customer decides to physically withdraw it. And he only applies it once. For example, if he buys 1 gram when 10 grams are taken, it means that the printing fee is only one time. If he buys it physically, every time he buys 1 gram, he will be subject to a printing fee. So should we invest regularly in gold? Investment in gold is a medium and long-term investment, and make it a habit to invest regularly for big purposes, such as children's schooling, Hajj, buying a house. So if you can invest regularly, because we never know the price will go up or down. If we follow, commodities are traded digitally internationally, there must be someone who plays. There are big players playing, so the price can go up and down. But don't worry, because you are consistent in saving even though it may be small. But if you do it regularly, you will be able to feel it in the long term. But on the other hand, the gold tube service provider is risky, right? Because investors save from a low price but when it is executed at a high price. For example, if Antam itself is fully allocated, when you buy it today, we will allocate the goods physically today. So actually Antam doesn't care if the gold goes up and down, because every transaction is directly allocated physically. If the buyers want to take it together, we can still afford it. But the problem now is that there are many providers of digital gold. Worried about what the case submitted it happened. It turned out that the service provider was striking. COFTRA has smelled it and has set up this ecosystem which is obligatory, and only a few of you have been registered with COFTRA. And those registered with COFTRA must comply with regulations, namely that they are required to physically allocate 2/3 of the amount purchased, or Rp. 15 billion, whichever is higher. COFTRA, as the regulator, already smells the problems in these products. I don't know for Pegadian whether they are fully allocated or not, but Pegadian is one of our wholesalers and has a large stock. At Antam, there is a product called Safe. The Safe product at Antam is a purchase via the Safe platform, which is physically deposited at Antam. Then the customer has the option to resell it through the application or physically withdraw it through the application. So if those who buy gold come to Antam's boutique to buy physical goods and then deposit them with us, it can't be done. This LM safe can only be purchased through the application and stored at Antam. The price is without printing costs, so the price in this safe will be listed as cheaper than the physical purchase price. To open a safe account, at this time you have to come to the LM boutique. We are just developing the application, so that later the account opening can be directly online. In terms of certification, currently there are many gold bullion products from other manufacturers, only Antam which has international certification from LBMA, London Bullion Market Association. Can SNI certification be a guarantee of quality compared to LBMA? In terms of quality, yes, with SNI certification, it means that you already have the Indonesian gold standard. Just don't forget, there's a brand reputation. What really matters is the reputation of the brand as well. Standards are really important. If there are no standards, people will get confused. The quality is up to standard or not, but after that what matters is the reputation. However, when the reputation was good, the gold could be traded anywhere in any shop at a good price. That's what's important. Don't buy it cheap, but later when you sell it you get confused. There can be two kinds. First, there are shops that want to accept them and those who don't. This means that the gold is really bad. The second is to accept at a good price or not. So if you buy one that has a brand with a good reputation but the value is not that great. It happens in the market. So, as I said, Antam's gold is always higher than Antam's own gold. There are also many brands that when sold, many want but the price is lower. There are also products that are not accepted. It's not a matter of fear of poor quality or not, the problem is that the shop thinks it should be able to resell it. Gold trading is the key to turnover. The margins are small, but he has to turn around. If he is hard to sell, then the shop will be difficult. There will be retained capital. Even if they are both gold. It's more of a reputation that the golden ecosystem can finally acknowledge.